Breaking news from the Virginia Mason Athletic Center. Jake Bobo, Uchenna, Nwosu, and Dareke Young are all out for Sunday's game with the 49ers. Sam Donald joking around. You saw his little duck walk. I don't mean Oregon ducks. I would say good news for Seahawks fans. 75 is walking out there, so it looks like you see 6 and 76, but Anthony Bradford coming out is good and Charles Cross. Well, I did misspeak. There's Charles Cross coming out. But it's still good news in terms of 75 showing up. That was Josh Jones. I couldn't see by the jersey, but so we'll look at the injury report, but I think that's really good news. Bradford's out here.
Here we go. Here we go.
Punt returners, Jake Bobo, Torrey Horton. Can't see the other, but yeah.
First game, there's excitement as it should be. That's the message this week, but we're trying to play the same thing we just did on a Friday practice. You know, it's the same. Kind of sounds probably weird to some thinking, you know, we expect to do it every time we go out there. It's a little bit different tempo, but the focus is the same, the intent's the same, and they should be excited for the opportunity. Have these guys work their tails off, and they've earned this opportunity to go let it rip. It's interesting. It's going that way, definitely. Yeah. First game of the year, trying to keep it pretty tight, but our guys have been awesome in terms of understanding what we're trying to create. We've gotten some really cool stuff throughout. We'll see how much we can get to it into a game, see how the game flow goes. But yeah, the short answer is yes. It's hard to put a timetable on this guy because he just keeps beating it. He just he's ahead of schedule. I mean, he looks great. I think we just need some more exposure for him before we go do it for real on Sunday. So, but he's doing a phenomenal. No age story, but I mean the resilience that he has, perseverance, toughness, really a tone setter for us for our offensive line. Him having his ties to the community is pretty awesome too. And, we love him, and we're glad he's going to be here for quite a while. What they've done and the work that they put in, and you're saying like I can't wait to see you do X. You know, can't wait to see our kickoff coverage team. I want to see them, you know, get off a block and make a tackle. I want to see your offensive line run off the ball. You know, there's just to see our offense operate the way I've seen it in practice every day. There's so many examples of things that you're excited about our guys having the opportunity to do on the stuff they've been training to do.
All right, so there you go. Saw the B-roll. Look, with Jake Bobo out, look for Torrey Horton to be the #1 punt returner in the game on a Sunday. Now, Uchenna Nwosu sitting out is not a big, huge surprise. As Mike McDonald, you saw in the clip, and he said all along, we need to let this process play itself out. And Dareke Young is probably the biggest surprise because Mike said, look, he tweaked his hamstring while running a route, so that's obviously was an unexpected injury there. And look, all eyes on Sunday. They're going to be on Gray Zabel and the rest of the offensive line, Jalen Sundell, if you will. Can they establish a rhythm in the run game against the 49ers, who were 18th in defending the run last year? Now, look, when you flip the script and you go in terms of the 49ers pass defense, pass rush, they were 5th. And obviously that's Nick Bosa and company that are leading that. So the Seahawks have to try to establish that run so that they can go with the play action, because they have to win first, second, and get to third down and manageable. And the other thing I noticed also to pass on is Christian McCaffrey did not practice on Friday, and he's listed, he was limited in participation in practice. So, I mean, he didn't practice. So what does that do for the game? Don't know, but, you know, something to keep an eye on, because obviously he's had injury things. But I don't know where to put that. I mean, I think he'll play. I think they just sat him out there. But you know what? If he's out, it opens the door for the Seahawks to maybe try to get the upper hand here on the NFC rival. From Virginia Mason Athletics and Amas Vida Marir, CascadiaSports.net report. Thanks for watching. Thanks for